In this tip, I'm talking about your downswing trigger. So what is a downswing trigger? That is something you are thinking about right here from your waist down, which is going to trigger your golf swing. So did you hear what I said? It has to be from your waist down. We are hitting the golf ball with our legs and hips. So, over the years, since 1991, I have asked, probably hundreds of people, what's your downswing trigger? And they look at me like I'm from Mars. It's like, really? If you are not decisive, if you have not chosen a downswing trigger, you will be hitting the golf ball solely with your arms. It is something you have to be thinking about doing. It's not going to just happen on its own. So you have to have a thought of firing something from your waist down that makes you hit the golf ball. So I teach many different downswing triggers. The one people seem to gravitate to, the easiest one, is belt buckle. All right, so maybe start with that one. All right, there's many different other ones. I'll kind of touch on a few others, but if the great majority of people choose that one, then start with that one. All right, so here's what I'm getting at. If I am here in my setup position, my belt buckle is facing the ball. I coil up to the top of the backswing. My belt buckle is now over here. It's turned 45 degrees because I've coiled up, potentially 90 degrees. So hips are half of that, so your belt buckle will be pointing over here. At that moment, when you hit the top, just take your belt buckle. Think right here. We're going to take our belt buckle and we're going to turn it so that it ends up pointing, for me, slightly to the left of my target. Lefties, it'd be pointing slightly to the right of your target. That's because we are not standing on the target line. This is the target line right here. If I hit a golf ball here, my hips would be right at the target. But I'm not standing there. I'm standing over here. So when I go through, my hips are slightly left of the target. So again, you've got to even be thinking about using something in your legs and hips to hit the ball. All right, if you don't have a downswing trigger, or you don't even know what I'm talking about, you are hitting that golf ball solely with your hands and arms, and that will never work. No pro does that. Pros use their body. The ones you see swinging nice and easy, less arms or zero arms. Ones that you see swinging faster, body and arms, all right? But in every case, pros are hitting the golf ball with their body. Okay, that means the body is firing. For you, if you learned as an adult, it's real easy to just hit with your arms. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You have to at least have a thought. Something from the waist down that makes you swing this golf club. So what I'd like you to do is just do some practice swings first. Elevate the club. This is my favorite drill. I keep saying this. Up in the air, there's nothing to hit. So if there's nothing to hit, you can feel what your body's doing because you're not even thinking about hitting anything. So you elevate it up towards knee high. Okay, now we're gonna switch to our belt buckle in a second. So we coil up, we get to the top right here. I need you to switch to this belt buckle. We're going to take the belt buckle and turn it. Okay, right here. Up to the top, turn. Okay, up to the top, turn. And you don't have to start off fast. Start off slow, just get the thought, get the feeling. Start getting used to it. All right, again, you have to have this crystal clear in your mind what you're going to do to hit that ball. So I've done it for many years, so I'm already ready to go even as I'm going back. I know what to do. As soon as I feel that I've set the club, I'm already firing. All right? In your golf swing, if you've never chosen a downswing trigger or used a downswing trigger, you're going to have to really be aware of it. All right? So maybe at the range, you're up here like this. Like I'd love you to do this at home every night until you're good at it, but if you come out to the range, just elevate your club like this, go to the backswing, belt buckle. You're not even thinking about your arms. You're just being nice and relaxed. Belt buckle, okay? I'd probably do that at least 3 times. Then, of course, apply that feeling to your shots. All right, so start with the belt buckle. That's the easy one. Another one you could do, up at the top right here, turn your hip, forward hip, just turn your hip. That's a Hogan one. Another Hogan one, push from your instep, back instep right here. That's what I did for many, many years. You can be up at the top like this, plant your heel, plant. As soon as you feel your heel hit the ground, see, that is a downswing trigger from the waist down. You're up at the top, it's a heel, heel ground. Feel the pressure under your feet. Something from your waist down, that then becomes your downswing trigger. Now, as you're doing this, it might not be, apparent when you first start doing it that that is the trigger you should be using. So what I'd like you to do is try numerous different things. That's when people come out to the golf school here, that's what I have them do. I have them try different ones. Some people are coordinated with some and not the others. So I try to get them down to a list of 1, 2, or 3 different downswing triggers. And now I have them try them, and it should become clear after, maybe 10 balls each, which of those ones you like, okay, and can do. All right, so again, you got to try this stuff. All right, this is new, it's different. You have to be decisive though. You need a downswing trigger from your waist down, which hits the golf ball. Start up in the air, up here like this, belt buckle, okay? Do the belt buckle, okay? Then maybe turn your hip, right here, turn your hip. Push from the back instep, okay? Feel your heel planted. If you lift your heel, plant your heel, okay? Something, just start doing it. I'm telling you, once you choose a trigger, that'll get your body moving. Now you're using a different power source. You do that, now you're gonna be copying what pros do, and obviously you're gonna hit the ball 1,000,000 times better than you ever have. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. Here's another tip that's going to help you improve your swing. Now, right below that, don't forget to click on that link because I'm going to send you some free samples of my body swing book and video series that'll take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.